Friends, welcome to our today's session. And we are supposed to learn about formation of the companies today. And we have some idea now. We have gathered some idea how a company can be formed. First of all, as you know, if you want to form a company, first of all, you need to decide or you need to think at least that what should be the name of the company. I think that should be the starting point, is it not? If you think about the business, definitely these things should come to your mind. Then what kind of name I should give? Then ideally we should again check whether that name will be available or not. At the same time, also we need to think what kind of business we are planning to do. Okay, so these two things are important. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And additionally, also you also need to know who will be the people who will be involved in this formation process. Okay, who are the people? Who will be the people behind the company? So we need to know who are the people. We need to know the name. We need to know the what kind of activities the company is going to do. What else? We also need to know this funding arrangement, that is money. Yes or no? We need to know that. We need to decide how much money will be required. Suppose we are thinking of a kind of business or some kind of activity, then how much will be the capital requirement? That also we should know at the beginning. Okay. And also we know how that capital will be arranged. And we have to think, since we are forming a company, then at that time also you have to think that whether this company that we are going to form, will it be a limited liability company or liabilities of the members will be unlimited? By this time, you already know, when you have already completed various types of company, we also know there is a possibility that liability can be unlimited also. So that also we need to decide. So these are basically certain issues. Okay, one more thing. One more thing is about what will be the address of the company. Okay, where this registered office of the company is going to be located. So first of all, we need to think about all these things. We need to conclude, we need to arrive at a decision that what should be the name, what should be the registered office, where the registered office is going to be located, who will be the, what will be the objective, or as you told, what will be the activities that company is going to do. Then who will be the people, who will be the promoters, how capital will be coming, and whether the liability will be limited or not. So we'll prepare a document where all these things should be there. Okay, will it be fine? If that is ready, I think we will be ready to form a company. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And for the time being, we'll understand, we'll prepare a document where we'll write all these things, and we are going to call that company, or call that document as MOA. Can you guess what is MOA? MOU, you might have understood earlier,
Yes, sir.
memorandum of understanding. What is MOA? Have you heard of this term?
Sir, memorandum
Yes, sir.
of association.
Fantastic.
Manual.
Memorandum of association. Okay, we'll be preparing a document that is, you can say, fundamental document. When we will be applying for the registration of the company, we need to submit that document. In addition to that, other things also needs to be submitted. But first of all, I need to submit MOA, or memorandum of association. Okay, there will be another document. Then I have to also think that how the internal affairs of the company is going to be managed. For that thing, I will prepare one more document that will be called as AOA. AOA, right? So AOA, can you guess what can be the meaning of it? Could be expansion of AOA. Can anyone guess?
Articles of association.
Very good. Articles of association. Now, two fundamental documents are required. One is MOA, second is AOA. Both the things we can prepare, not a big issue, but we need to decide all these things. We need to decide the name, decide the address, decide the objective, decide the people, all these things, decide the capital. Once you are able to decide, then document we can prepare. And in case you cannot prepare, you can take professional help also. Okay, there are professionals who are there who will be helping you in the formation of the company. If you are seriously thinking to form a company, you can take a professional set. Now also the online various websites are also there who will be helping you to form a company. But before going to that website, you need to be little careful. You need to know what exactly you need. After that only you can approach somebody. right, for registration of a company or for incorporation. But friends, okay, up to this, I think you got some basic idea that how we can move, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
coming to technicalities. Now you see, as I told, we have to prepare memorandum, we have to prepare article, and certain documents will be definitely asked for. We need to prepare all these things. Now, friends, nowadays what will happen? Most of these documents are not physically submitted. We need to submit these documents electronically. Okay. So in order to facilitate that electronic submission, we need to have certain basic things. That means certain basic requirements are there. We need to have. First of all, let us say, as you know, if you want to form a company, uh, one when you form a company, you need to know who will be the directors. Yes or no? When you are
Yes.
learning about the distinction between public company, private company, at that time we have seen that at least two directors, at least three directors are required. Case of private company, two directors, public company, three directors are required. When you are planning to form a company, when you will decide that these will be the people behind the company, these will be the members, these will be the directors. So you need to give their names. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now problem here is that just like anybody cannot become the director, or you can say anybody can become the director, but subject to certain requirements, subject to fulfillment of certain conditions. First condition is that he has to have a number which is called as DIN. DIN, we call it as a DIN. Can you guess what is DIN? Any idea?
Sir,
Don't
digital
Google it. Sorry,
digital identification number.
sorry, please repeat it.
Digital identification number.
Okay, our friend is saying digital identification number. I will say it as director's identification number. Okay,
Okay, sir.
DIN is director's identification. First of all, when you are going to submit all these documents, MOA, AOA, and required forms to incorporate a company, you need to show that who are the directors and what is their DIN, director's identification. Okay, then only you can apply for that. Are you getting? So DIN is important. So now you see that means before starting this application, I need to have a DIN. Suppose you want to form your company, you want to become the director. I'll be asking, do you have DIN? If you're saying no, I don't have DIN, I'll say, okay, let us first apply for DIN. Okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So far I told you I need to decide on certain things. Then I need to prepare MOA. I need to prepare AOA. Then one more thing I am also telling you right now that okay, I should have a DIN. Or if I want to have two directors, then both of them should have DIN. I want to have 5 directors, all of them should have DIN. DIN is required. Okay. So now the question comes prior to that. How it will be applying for DIN? Only when DIN is possible, then only you'll be able to incorporate a company. For DIN, DIN can be applied in Ministry of Corporate Affairs website. But for that application, first of all, you need your documents, right? Basic, what we call it as a KYC documents. That means one address proof, identity proof, photo, like this. Okay, your PAN, Aadhaar, photo, that will be suffice. Okay, so you need to have a director's identification. Now again, for applying the director's identification number, okay, that also you cannot apply manually. That has to be applied electronically. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And to apply, make that application, you have to sign the documents electronically. And for that thing, you need one more thing, which is called as the digital signature
Yes.
or DSC,
Yes, sir.
digital
Yes.
signature certificate. And now you can say that means that is the starting point. First of all, I should have DSC. If I'm having DSC, I'll be having DIN. Have you ever seen a DSC? Or should I show you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll show you. Some of you might not have seen a DSC. I will be just showing you how it looks like. It's a pen drive kind of thing. Just give me 1 second. Okay, you can just have a look at to get a feel. I'm showing you. You see, this is a bunch of digital signature. This is a digital signature of one company. Okay, every director digital signature. You see, this is the digital signature of one person. This is a pen drive. Okay, this is his name and details are here. You see, this is another director's digital signature. This is one more director's digital signature. Okay, are you seeing? This is the one company have these many directors and their digital signatures are like this. The use of this thing is that when you upload certain things, this particular drive contains this is a once use kind of drive. So you can use it once only, but signature is there. You can use the signature frequently, but you cannot reuse this particular storage device. So this, you can say this is a locking mechanism, it's a program. So if you attach the signature to a document, it may be a PDF document or any kind of document where it is permitted to be attached, the document will get locked, meaning it is signed. Alteration will not be possible. Okay, if you want to alter it, then again you have to re-sign it. So that is the requirement. So first of all, you need to have a digital signature certificate. Okay, got it? These are certain incidental things relating to company permission. We need to apply for DSC. Now, what is required for DSC? Process is something like this. You have to, if you're having Aadhaar, then you can apply for DSC. Aadhaar, PAN, photograph, and electronically again, this has to be applied. And there will be video verification process. That agent will send you a video. Okay, and you have to video link. You have to click there and read that I am so and so. I have applied for digital signature certificate. Okay, and this is my code number. My code number is so and so, and you'll be showing an evidence. This is my Aadhaar card. You'll be showing that Aadhaar card. After that, only the process will get completed, and you'll be allotted a digital signature certificate. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that is the first thing. That means you see, so many things are there prior to incorporation. Just like that, we cannot jump to incorporation. I need to, suppose I want to have 10 directors. Okay, if you want to have 10 directors, first 10 directors needs to have 10 DIN. If DIN is ready, if DIN is not ready, then I have to go for first DSC. 10 DSCs are required. Digital signature certificates are required. Then apply for DIN. The DIN is ready, then they can sign the memorandum. They can apply. They can applying for name also we need a DIN. Then only processing can be started. Okay.
Sir, can I ask one question, sir?
Yeah, please ask. Please
Sir,
ask.
Sir, I mean, as you told that the entire process is in digital. So one small doubt I am having, sir, is it digital because of this situation? Yeah, the process
No,
itself is
no,
digital.
it's not physical because of this situation. The process has already been made digital long back.
Okay.
Okay. Incidentally, now we have to make it digital, but otherwise, it has already been digital. It's not a new concept.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Several years it has become. Right. So you got some idea. Now, friends, before understanding the theory part of it, exactly how we'll be able to form a company, I wanted you have a brief idea about the formation environment, right? And each company, you know, when you want to form, will apply for registration, and depending upon your address, you have to you may get it registered in, let us say, in Odisha, maybe in Bihar, in different states, different ROCs are there. you may get yourself registered under any of these ROCs. It depends upon your address, but registration process is centralized. Okay, one process throughout India. You have to follow that process. But at this stage, what I will do, I will take you to MCA department's website to explain you few other things, so that you can have some idea what is company, what is its company's identification number, what is DIN, all these things we discussed, right? Then after that only we'll be enter into the theoretical aspect, how formation is possible. Now let me take you to the MCA website. Just let me open it for you. You may ask any questions in the meantime till I'm opening. You may keep on. You may think of some question if you have. Yeah, are you seeing this Google browser page now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who has remembered the website address of Ministry of Corporate Affairs? Is there anyone who has remembered?
mca.gov.in, sir.
Very good. So I'm typing the same thing. www.mca.gov.in. We'll go to the home page of Ministry of Corporate Affairs. You see, home page recently they have changed it. This appeal I'm removing. Now you see this is the home page. Okay, earlier I had shown you some services. Now you see here one services, just I will show you. You see, are you seeing under services? Can you read out what are the things? I think you will get some idea. What is the, what can you read out the list of services here?
Yes, sir. It is DCS service,
DSC.
DIN services.
Okay, first you see DSC.
Right, sir.
DSC means what I told you, the digital signature certificate. I was showing you, no, that thing.
Right, sir.
I was showing you those pen drives. What are they? Digital signature. They are called as the DSC, means digital signature certificates. Now you have understood this thing. Why DSC is required. And you can apply. There are various DSC facilitation center. Their agencies are there. You can apply for digital signature. If you want to form a company, you have to apply for this. Next is what is the next service?
DIN services.
DIN service. That means DIN service. As we are discussing that each director needs to have
Identification number.
director's identification number.
Ident-
Okay, so you can apply for director's identification number. You see, inquire DIN status. Okay, then verify DIN PAN details of director. Then DIR 3, every director needs to file a document every year, KYC document. That status also can be verified. Okay, these are the documents. Okay, third service is important. Now also we need to know. You see, third service is master data. Okay, you can collect company's master data. You see, view company or LLP master data, signatory details. Okay, director's master data. Are you watching this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let me show you master data of some company. Master data, these are publicly available data. So let us say, let us view a company or LLP's master data. You will have some idea about this. Yeah, you see, this is the link I clicked. So first of all, we are looking for the master data of a company. Now you have to suggest me any company, whatever is coming to your mind. Tell me the name of a company. Let us see their master data. It's a public document. Anybody can see, no restriction. Suggest me some company's name from your side.
Sir, can we see for TCS?
TCS. You want to see TCS. Okay. TCS means?
Tata Consultancy Services.
Okay. So we are looking for that Tata. You see, I'm typing here. I'm searching here. Consultancy. We don't, Tata Consultancy Services. Do you know the full name of the company? But
What is the full name, sir?
No. This
Tata
is, you see,
Consultancy Services.
services, it might be limited, private limited. Anyway, we'll search it now. Since we know the full name, so I am searching it. You see, under Tata Consultancy, there might be so many companies. Now, all the companies' name will be appearing here. I'll be searching. Okay. You see, I type Tata Consultancy Services because that is what we know. So we know only TCS. So let us search it. Let us search. You see, these services have came. The name of the company is Tata Consultancy Services Limited. Suppose you don't know this much. You know only Tata, some Tata. Okay, or some, okay, first let us see it. Then I will show you some other company. Now, if you click here, you see this is company's ID. Are you watching it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this particular company, what we are looking, you can understand here, this company was incorporated in this year. What is the year? Can you read it here? This portion.
The 1995.
1995. And this shows this company is incorporated in this state. Can you tell me the state?
Sir, Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. Okay. Now let me click here. Tata Consultancy Services. You see the company, this number is called as SIN. SIN means company identification number. You got it all incorporated because you searched it from TCS Limited. Okay. Then you have to help me in typing this captcha code. What is this code? Can you read it? FIR
Preferred, perhaps.
ANDS. Okay, FNDS. FNDS. Okay. Okay, it's correct. Now let us search. Let us submit the data. You see, this is the master data of the company. You see, this is the company's SIN, that is corporate identification number. Then Tata Consultancy Service, ROC Mumbai, limited by shares, non-government company. This is public company. This much is their authorized capital. This much is their paid up capital. Okay. Then you see date of incorporation. You can find 19/1/1995. This is the address, 9th floor, Nirmal Building, Nariman Point, Mumbai, Maharashtra. This month. This is the email ID. This is active company. Last AGM was conducted this month. This is active company. Are you getting it? Now you see, this is the charges. That means they have taken some loans and their properties are registered for these charges. And you see, these are their directors. Okay, so these are the directors of the company. Now you can see these directors are having, this is called as the DIN. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got some idea?
Yes, sir.
Got some idea? You can understand a company by seeing the this thing, seeing their master data, right? So this data also you can download, you can export it to Excel, you can understand the company. You see these
Sir,
many
what is
directors.
LLP, sir?
Limited Liability Partnership Firm. LLP, they can also be registered under LLP Act and under Ministry of Corporate Affairs.
Thank you,
You
sir.
can think of some other company, let us say, I'll again show you, I'll take you to the company, view company and LLP master data. So you think of some other company's name. Tata was quite famous name. You may think of, let us say you tell me your company name. Let us search so how many companies are there in your name. Can anyone tell me your name so that if you want to form a company? Any other company name you can suggest? Tell me quickly.
Sir,
Sir,
Mindtree.
can
Sorry?
Mindtree, sir. Mindtree.
Mindtree you want to search. Okay. Mindtree, you see, again, if I know the CIN, then fine. If I don't know CIN, then I have to search. You already know this company. Most of you might be knowing their directors also. So let us see this. Mindtree. Okay. This much only I know. I don't know the full name of the company, whether it's Mindtree Consultant. You see, under Mindtree, so many companies are there. Tell me which company you want to talk to. Mindtree Communications Private Limited, Mindtree Exports, Mindtree Foundation, Mindtree Industries, Mindtree Info Solution, Mindtree Interiors, Mindtree Limited, Mindtree Marketing. Which company you are talking about? Tell me first.
Sir, Industries Private Limited, suppose.
Mindtree
Both
Industries
both
Private Limited. This one?
Right, sir.
Okay, this one we are talking about, Mindtree Industries Private
Right.
Limited.
Sir.
Okay, then you can click here, you can get it, but again you have to search here. You see, you have to put this captcha code. Tell me what is this? MARGING.
MARGING.
Now let us submit. Let us see whether this is the company you are looking for. You see, Mindtree Industries Private Limited. You can see these are the directors. There are two directors. You can see this, Mr. Solanki and Mrs. Solanki. This is the company. Okay. And this is a new company. It's a new company. You see, it is incorporated in 16th October 2020. Are you looking for this company or some other Mindtree you have thought of?
No, same, sir. Same.
Same company. You see, you can understand this is the company. Okay. Now you see, for an existing company, you can search like this. Okay. Now you can do this practice. Previously also I had told you, please keep on practicing whatever we are learning here. If you do little bit of practice, the subject will be very interesting. So today also at home, you try to search some of the company, find out what is the company, what is the size of their capital, who are the people behind the company. Will you try? If you try, you'll find it interesting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can try, you can understand the companies. Now, friends, if you want to incorporate a company, the first thing you should also know, as we are discussing in previously also, we need to know we need to decide a name. That is most important. If name will not be available, then we cannot have that company. We need to incorporate some other company. Right? Of course, object is important. This thing, shareholders are important. That is, the subscribers are memorandums are, everything is important. But first step is name. When you will form a company, when you will incorporate in the company, first thing we'll do will be applying for name. Well, now for that thing, what you can do, again, I'm sharing the screen with you. Are you seeing it? MCA services again.
Yes,
Under
sir.
MCA services, you see, I want to check name availability. You see, where can I find it? Just have a look. Under which column, which row, you have to tell me. I want to check availability of the name. Can anyone tell me? So many services are appearing here. Now you have seen DSC services are there, acquire DSC, associate DSC, update DSC, Dean services are there, master data services are there. Okay. Are you feeling
Company
comfortable?
services.
Sorry?
Say company services.
Okay. Under company
Say
services,
company
you
name,
can
sir.
find out check company name is available.
Say company name.
Okay. Check company name. Okay. Check company name. So let us check. Now, you tell me some company's name that you are thinking of. Let us say you want to form a company. Let us see whether name will be available or not. Tell me a company name now. Can you tell me? Some of you may tell your name. We'll think of. Anybody can tell your name.
Sir, Misra Agro Industries, suppose.
Misra Agro Industries Private Limited.
Right, sir.
Let me search Misra Agro. Okay. Type of activity, let us say agro services. Now you see, before that, when I'm checking company name, please read it. Stakeholders are requested to ensure that proposed name selected does not contain any word as prohibited in section 4, clause section 4, 2 or 3 of Companies Act 2013. Read with Rule 8 of Companies Incorporation Rules 2014. So there are certain names which are restricted. You should not be using that name. Okay. So that is one thing. And again, sorry, yeah, tell me.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, how will we know that what are the things that what are the names are restricted? Sir?
That's why you need to refer to those sections to understand. Okay, you need to refer to that section. You need to refer to that.
Yes, sir,
rule.
sir, link was there.
Sorry.
Sir, a link was there. Under
Yeah, link was there.
section 4
You can find out
and
section 4. Link is there. You can go to that section. You can find it now. The link is not working here, but you can find it out. You can read both the things. Okay. Let us say our friend told Misra Agro Services Private Limited, but let us say if he thinks like this thing, he wants to form a company, the name of National Agro Services Private Limited. You cannot use that word, national. Okay. So like this, certain words are prohibited. You should not use those kind of words. Otherwise, your form will be rejected. Stakeholders are also requested to read and understand Rule 8 of Companies Incorporation Rule 2014 in respect of any proposed name before applying the name. So here, department through its website is giving you warning or in fact educating you that if you want to form a company, please read it. After that, you can think. Is in fact, friends, let me tell you, the form allows, when you apply for the name application, form allows you can suggest 3 names. Okay, anyone in your priority, you can suggest 3 names. If first is rejected, second maybe accepted. If first, second is rejected, third maybe accepted. 3 names you can suggest at a time. But when we are suggesting your name, so you need to think of, you need to please read these rules. All of you are able to do it. After that, only think of a name. Okay. Apart from that, other restrictions are also there. Let us say our trademark laws also there. There are also certain restrictions under trademark law. If some particular name is trademarked, then you are not supposed to use that name. That is something extra, but right now you need to understand these rules and these appropriate sections. Okay, so that is the first thing. But let us see, let us try this name, whether it is available or not. Yeah. So we are saying agro office, agro service or agro service. Let us see. Should we search now? Let us search it. Okay, it says the entered company name LLP name doesn't exist. That means it's possible that you will be able to form a company. Under this category, it is possible. Okay, under agro service. Are you getting? Tell me some other name.
Sir, Dolphin International Private Limited.
Dolphin. I'm searching for Dolphin. What the company will be doing? Traveling.
Sir, traveling.
Okay. So we'll write like this. Let us search it. You can add more names also. That option is there, but let us first search this thing. Doesn't exist. Travel sector, you can get it. A dolphin, I wrote it. So actually, it should be dolphin. You can here also you can make this thing trademark search also you can make. That means whether there is a trademark for that kind of name you see. Stakeholders are also requested to trademark search to ensure that the proposed name is not violation of provision of section 4.2 of Companies Act 2013. Now, when we will be learning provisions, first we'll be learning section 3, then we'll go to section 4. And there we'll see that this is important. Check company's name whether it is available or not. The trademark restrictions we'll be seeing. Okay. Check domain for your proposed name. What domains are available? You have to check it. But right now, our friend told the Dolphin. Under Dolphin, you see these are the companies already available under this travel category. 4 results has been found. Are you seeing it? Dolphin Global Aviation and Travels Private Limited and Travel Sector. Dolphin Global Travels Private Limited, Dolphin Travels Private Limited, Dolphin Umesh Travels Private Limited.
Umesh Travel.
Yeah, you see 3 Delhi company, 1 Maharashtra company. So these are already there, and 2 are already allocated, and this is reserved. This is reserved. Okay, reserve means
Reserve mean it has not started, sir.
company has not been you see there are two there are different ways of forming a company. First of all is that you may apply for a company name, right, and it will be reserved for certain days. If you want to extend, you can extend it further. Then you can apply for formation of the company, or directly at the time of formation also you can apply for the name. Here reserve means the company has not been incorporated, but name has been allotted.
Okay, got it, sir.
Okay, that is the meaning of reserve.
Sir,
Yes, please.
so getting the DIN to the incorporation and director profile and all that, after uploading, how much time it take usually, sir, including incorporation, sir?
Okay, what I understand that including everything, how much time it will take. Okay. Little difficult to give a perfect answer to this thing. Normally, you can estimate rather, I should say. Suppose you don't have any DSC, then DSC you can get it in 1 day. If your documents are perfect, in 1 day you can get a DSC. Same day also, if you want, you can apply for DIN also. DIN you can get it, let us say, very soon, maybe in half an hour. Same day you can get DIN. Now after that, if you want to do it 2 steps, first you will apply for name application. Name application, if you get the name, after that you will go for incorporation, or directly you can apply. That process, you see, it may take some time between 7 days to 30 days. It may take some time around that. And in case your application gets rejected, so department will give an intimation to get it corrected. That means it will be again further extended. So normally, if things are okay, so one can expect that one will be able to form a company in 7 days, sometimes 15 days. Sometimes it may go beyond that. Okay, since it is a process subject to various approvals, so it is difficult to say. DIN you can say you can get it immediately. DSC also you can get it done. But approval of the name, the entire MOC needs to be, entire MOA needs to be scrutinized. If there are some issues, then definitely ROC will object to that they cannot allow you to do this kind of business or like this. So after that, you have to address their objections. So time requirement maybe 7 days to 30 days, you can say. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now I think you got a fair idea, but many more things are there to learn from the website. So I expect all of you can frequently visit these websites, this particular website, and see how to check the company's name, how to check the trademark. If there's some trademark issues is there, you can click here, you can check trademark also. Okay, suppose we want to see Dolphin. Okay, so some class I am putting, you can check separately what is the class. So that is not mandatory. Let us say goods and description. Just a minute. We have to check the trademark class. Give me 1 second. What you are watching now? Same trademark page. What you are watching now on the screen?
Google, sir. Google, sir.
Class of deals.
Just a minute. Uh, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. There is actually trademark class finder. I am looking for that. So to find out your class, trademark class. So we have to actually search for that traveling. But are you watching now trademark page?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
We have
so it was there. Earlier trademark page was there.
it is there now right now. You see, I am looking for actually this trademark class search. We have to search it. So since I'm not getting the search finder now, trademark finders is there. You can search it, Google it, and find it out. I'm putting some class. Let us say class 12. I'm putting. Yeah. So you see, if you are putting, you see so many industries are having trademark for dolphin. Are you getting it? Matching trademarks.
Sir, all 12.
Okay. Are you seeing it? So therefore,
Yes, sir.
this warning is given to you. You see, can you read it? Trademark check. Stakeholders are requested also to check trademark search to ensure that the proposed name is not a violation of provision of 4.2 of Companies Act 2010. So therefore, friends, what we will do? So we need to learn section 3 as well as section 4 and the certain rules. Then only our application name selection will be perfect, and that is the first step. Okay, friends, got some basic idea, and there are many things like this. I expect you to search it. You to search it and go to the website and search various things available there. Now, coming to the process of formation of a company, as you see, these are the relevant sections. Are you seeing PPT now?
Yes, sir.
First, you see, since we are talking about formation of company, section 3 is important. How formation is possible? What are the regulations? What are the provisions relating to formation? First, we will be saying reading the section 3, and you will be understanding there is a requirement of prepare this document, which is called as the Memorandum of Association or Articles of Association. And this memorandum, all these things that you know so far, that is name, registered office, then your objective, capital, liability, all these things we mentioned. Therefore, what should be the name, etc. So we have to read section 4 also. So 3 will be reading, section 4 will be reading. Section 5 talks about articles of association, that also will be reading. Okay, then some related sections. Okay. When company is incorporated, the certificate is issued under the provisions of section 7, that also will be covering. Then you already know when you have discussed about charitable companies or non-profit making companies, section 8 will be dealing that. These are the basic sections. There are some other sections you see related sections, all these things. This is, you can see, the group of sections which deals with formation of the company. And we are going to learn, not all of them, but some of these sections will be learning. Okay, all of them are not required. I think you have some idea now about the structure of the course, that what we are going to learn. And at this stage, I would like to remind you that we have understood 14 types of company which is prescribed under Companies Act. But when we are coming to formation, these are various possibilities of forming a company. It may be a private company or public company. If it is a private company, it may be limited by shares, limited by guarantees, or unlimited company. Okay, it's also possible to form a company with capital and without capital. And coming to public company, again, it can be company limited by shares, limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. And it's also possible to form a company limited by with capital and without capital. Right? These two types of companies are limited by guarantee and unlimited company. Can be of with capital and without capital. Here also, this limited by guarantee or unlimited company can have with capital or without capital. But if the company is limited by shares, it is not possible to have it without capital. Share means share capital. That means capital is definitely there. So when you are forming a company, we have to keep in the mind that what kind of company we are going to form. Is it a public or private? If public, is it limited by shares, limited by guarantee, or limited by or unlimited? If limited by guarantee, will it be, or if it is unlimited, will it be with capital or without capital? Same, in the similar line, we have to also think about private limited companies. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, friends, it will involve certain steps. The incorporation process will be involving certain steps. Here I have listing out certain steps. So one by one, we'll be looking at that. Reservation of name by e-filing application, drafting and signing MOA, AOA, and submission to ROC. Then consent of persons who are nominated as directors to act as directors. Then submission of statutory declaration, payment of fees, then often certificate of incorporation, which are digitally signed by ROC. Then file a declaration about the address of registered office. These are certain processes we need to follow when we will be incorporating the company. Okay, so exact the step-by-step process and the details of incorporation of the company we'll be learning in our next session. Okay, we'll stop here for the time being. We'll again catch up in your next session. In case you have any query right now, very quickly you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll be signing up here. Any query you have?
Sir, can I get that presentation?
In appropriate time, once this particular chapter is over, you can get it. Okay, any other query? Right, video will be uploaded, you can watch it, but once a particular topic is over, then presentation will be uploaded, you can download it. Okay, friends. So, we'll end our show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.